Welcome to Last Week This Week, the show that keeps you up to date with all things St Cuthbert Wanderers. Coming up today, the gaffer and the skipper look back on last week's Scottish Cup heartbreak. We talk a little bit about Skip's injury, and we look forward to today's fixture and the return of league action. Let's get into it.
Looking back, Gordon, it's devastating that we're out. We felt like we had a game plan, and we felt like up until that 91st minute we'd worked it perfectly. Giving ourselves a couple of days, obviously now it's Friday and boys have been in a couple of times this week for training, and they seem to have brushed it off, and we know that we're going to focus now and kick on and focus on the league. But
obviously on Saturday night it was pretty grim. Sorry to take, obviously, with how close we were, but just couldn't quite just get over the line. Obviously on a personal level as well, getting injured and knowing that I'm going to do it for so long, it's kind of like a double whammy for me, being put out the cup and also missing out on football for possibly 8 weeks or more. So, but obviously there's positives to take from it as well. It means now that I think it shows that we can challenge against teams like that with the ambition that the club's got, and maybe wanting to push for Lowland League and playoffs against teams of that ilk. Kind of means that we know that we can do it, and I think it sends a message also to the teams in our league in the south of Scotland that we're to be feared, basically, and that we can compete with the best. So obviously I'll still be making my presence known at training, being the captain, so I'll still be there Monday, Wednesday and at match days on a Saturday. With regards to our pre-match preparation, normally we go through presentations based on who we play on the Saturday, on a Wednesday, also prior to matches, so I'll be taking part ownership and trying to give some of my information based on that, and looking at it more from a coach's point of view.
it's good that we're at home on Saturday, back to, like you say, the bread and butter in the league, and back to being at St Mary's. The fact that it's back to the league, back to normal business. There is no pressure on the boys, so hopefully we'll be able to get the ball down and play the football that we were before we stopped for these two cup fixtures. In terms of the prep, there's been a couple of uppers as games being put up on YouTube and things like that, so we've managed to have a look at them, so we know roughly what we're going to be up against. Uppers seemed to be our bogey team last season. We struggled to beat them on 3 occasions, I think it was, so we'll be looking to right the wrongs of that, and like you say, we'll be looking to get ourselves back on winning ways and get the 3 points and kick on and make sure, like you say, we're unbeaten until Christmas.